Hello, gorgeous soul. Are you ready for a once in a blue moon experience? Because that is what August is bringing us, 2 full moons. And that is what a once in a blue moon means. So we've got this very intense emotional energy, and who we mix with, who we hang out with, what we believe that we want to create, our kind of self that is all about manifesting is right there to guide us through the month. But also the second full moon is in Pisces. It's very emotional. Where are we going spiritually? What does our intuition want to tell us about the next step? What are we really feeling? I don't know if you're an emotional person or not, but either way, expect psychic revelations, a great sense of connection to the whole, and a great idea about where you're going in your future. It's exceptional. Here's your monthly astrology. Hey, glorious Capricorn. This is a big month for us all. It's very emotional because of those 2 supermoons. And for you, you're thinking about what's important to you. What is security? What is abundance? What makes you feel safe? How do you feel about all of those things in your life right now? And the moon is going to fill you in and give you ideas on how to make your life more abundant. And in fact, even on the very 1st of August, you could have an idea or some information or an emotional revelation which makes you change your life. It's that deep. And that's because Mars is also trine Jupiter on that day. And Mars is about action and Jupiter is about good fortune. So it's like you're given the confidence to make the changes you want to make, but you have a deep knowing from the depths of your being about what it is that you want to do. And actually, it's likely to include you wanting to explore more, you wanting a bit more freedom, you want a bit more creativity, you want a bit more fun in your life, and you're going to go for it. Now, make sure you do go for it before the end of the month, because Mercury goes retrograde. In fact, it goes into retro shadow on the 4th, but really it kicks in at the end of the month. So the other big opportunities of this month are on the 10th, when Mercury is trine Jupiter. You can have a conversation about how to achieve that adventure and that exploring life and stretching yourself and galloping to new horizons, as I like to say. That's what I always say about Jupiter. And what brings you pleasure? How is, if you are a sensual being, how is your sensuality at the moment? Are you feeling fulfilled? Do you feel that you're in your happy creative zone? Do you feel that your loving in your life is very clear? Do you want more adventure in that area? It may be that this month brings it to you. Now, of course, Venus is retrograde, so it's not a good time to enter into necessarily new lover experiences. It can bring ex-lovers back for any unfinished business, but it can also sort of create things which are almost in a bubble, in a retrograde bubble. So when the retrograde passes, so do those feelings, so do those experiences. So I would very much focus on you and the love you have for yourself, but there are bound to be lessons along the way. Other incredibly powerful days. On the 13th, the Sun is connecting with Venus, and all your deep power is rising to the surface. Be careful of any obsessions. If you're obsessed with anyone, or you ever have been obsessed with anyone, be careful of that energy on that day, the 13th of August, around that time. A few days here, before or after, it can hit us differently. But that vibe is so strong. Hopefully, using that in the best way, you can step into your own power. Know who you are. Know your own charisma. Know your own worth. And sort of, sashay forward with that knowledge. But it could be that if you're not willing to own that within yourself, you might turn to someone else and give your power away and be like, look at them, rather than owning your own power. So make sure you do that. On the 16th of August, it's wild. We have a new moon, which is again all about you stepping into your power. Now, it's your primal zone: life, death, rebirth, sex, obsession, money, anything that really pokes any of your primal buttons. But as it's a new moon, it's about you stepping into your power, letting go, maybe of a lot of fears, bad experiences, even trauma, and moving forward. Now, the reason that this is a wild new moon where anything is possible is because the Sun is square Uranus, Mars is trine Uranus, and the new moon is square Uranus. There is a lot going on with the planet of the unpredictable, the planet of surprises. Now, I think you're going to get a surprise that's very pleasant because Uranus is in your house of pleasure and all the wonderful things, creativity and joy. So there's something you're going to be working out, something you might find painful to let go of to lead you to happiness and joy. But whatever it is, this month for all of us brings something unexpected, something that we couldn't have predicted, something unusual. But I really do think for you, it's going to bring you deep joy, happiness and fulfillment. But I would say if you really want that to be the way you want to work with the planets, it's really important that you love yourself, that you trust yourself, that you feel your own power. You are as powerful as anyone else in this world. There is no one more powerful than you. We are all a unique shard of the divine. We are all have got the power within us. So it's time to strut that stuff, baby. Now, the Sun goes into Virgo on the same day that Mercury goes retrograde, bar humbug. For you in particular, be careful when it comes to travel or signing up for courses because it's in that area for you. So you might make sure you get to the airport an hour early if you're traveling. Double check that your passport's in date. If you're traveling anywhere or someone's traveling to you, be extra cautious. Now, Mars is trine Pluto. And as we know, Pluto is back in your sign. How does that feel? Just when you thought you got rid of it. But so you have this real push of power to do that final transformation in your life. Something big. You're going on an adventure, I think you're doing something quite exciting with all this energy. And finally, the full blue supermoon in Pisces is again bringing up a lot of emotions. A very important conversation or idea is coming to you or information is coming to you on that full blue supermoon. So check your spam box. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. So why do we at Michele Knight give you a 5-minute, no questions asked guarantee? Well, our psychics are some of the very best in the world. They are handpicked. They have 5 rigorous test readings, the final one with me, and I require very detailed information, things they couldn't possibly know just by looking at Google or social media. We want you to be totally blown away by your reading, to feel that you've chosen a psychic who you can bond with, who gets you and gives you such specific information you feel completely reassured. If this doesn't happen within the first 5 minutes, don't be shy, just put down the phone and your minutes will be topped up or refunded. Your reading should be uplifting, full of clarity and advice, and leave you empowered to make the right decisions for you. We want Michele Knight to be your spiritual home.